Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to our Shabbat service. Please place your cell phones on silent and do not disturb so that they do not disturb our worship service. My name is Isaac Hand. I'm a trustee on the board here. It's Congregation Ner Tamid, and I have the honor of sharing with you some of the events happening here at CNT. And as always, there's a lot going on, so please check your newsletter and the temple website for any detailed information. A few of the highlights, we would like to welcome all of our visitors tonight, and if you would like more information about our temple, please take a blue cup after the service at the Oneg, and someone from membership will come and answer some questions for you. CNT is looking for a few good techies. We would like to have some volunteers for the audio-video room during Friday night services and some of the Saturday morning B'nai Mitzvah services. Please contact Beth Bowman at the temple office for all the details, and her number is 702-733-6292, extension 205. The senior social group will have a lunch and bingo Wednesday, December 23rd at noon. Please RSVP to Joyce Herlins by Monday, December 21st. Just a reminder that Friday night services on December 25th and January 1st will begin at 6 p.m. CNT Book Club will meet on Monday, December 28th at 4 p.m. in the library. Please contact Florence Cohen for more information. Caregiver Support Group is Sunday, January 10th at 12 p.m. noon in the Administrative Office Conference Room. And you can call the temple office with any questions that you may have at 702-733-6292. Shabbat Shalom.
You can join me. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat. Shabbat. shalom. May you have a peaceful day. Shabbat shalom. May you have a restful day. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat. We call to the Bima Lynette Solomon and all of the ladies who have December anniversaries to light the Shabbat candles. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat lehadlik ner shel Shabbat lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat. Shabbat shalom, everybody. So did you like the Darth Vader nigun? I wish I could take creative, license for this, but I couldn't. I like it. I saw it on Facebook a few minutes before I was preparing to come here, and I said, I have to. It was an Orthodox group of guys that picked that one up. So, it's just one of those things. So we begin our service on page 124 and read responsively at the bottom. May the door of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship. May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. And we prepare to greet the Shabbat bride. We turn to page 138, Lecha Dodi. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם תפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. We rise to greet the Shabbat bride. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובסולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Please be seated. Page 142. We've had the Shabbat bride and now the angels. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bachem Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Yitkada v'yitkadash Shmei Rabbah Ve'almad divrei chutei v'yamayim chutei B'chayechon u'b'yomechon u'chayechon Beit Yisrael B'gala B'gala u'b'zman kariv V'yimeru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam la'mei maya yitparach v'yitparach v'yishabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar Shmei de Kudisha Brechu Leila Mikol Berchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Damiran Be'alma V'meru Amen.
Entrances to holiness are everywhere. The possibility of ascent is all the time. Even at unlikely times and through unlikely places, there is no place on earth without the presence. We rise for Baruch Hu on page 146.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Le'olam va'ed. Yelai, yelai, yelai,
We read together at the bottom of page 149. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? My brother, heart's turn. Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over?
Umavir yom umevi laila, umavdiel ben yom uvein laila, Adonai tzavot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Hamarif Aravim.
And we read responsively on the bottom of page 151.
Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol.
All these things your Torah gives to us.
And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. Then this holiest of your works, and the living language that gives its form.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Hero is Israel. Adonai is our God. Adonai is one. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever. Please be seated. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלבתך בדרך ושוכבך ובקומך, וכתרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you to this day. Impress them upon your children, recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, but when you lie down and when you get up. Blind them as a sign on your hand and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates.
Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments, to be holy to your God. I am Adonai, your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai, your God.
We read responsively on the bottom of page 157. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way.
By prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
Okay, I need a little bit of help before I start this one. I see Hannah and Jack. I see Meyer and Magnolia. Let's see who else wants to help me out here for this Micha Mocha. I want you to join me in the front right here. We're gonna get this Micha Mocha rocking. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. Yai lai lai la lai la 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 yai lai lai la lai la 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 yai lai la lai la yai lai la 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 yai lai lai la yai la 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 mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai mi chamocha le'edam hakodesh nora tehilot osefele Adonai imloch leolam vaed Adonai imloch leolam I have to improvise, but I don't have rabbi up here. I need like a lot of rabbis and cantors, you know? So you don't want to look at me all night. We continue with Chashkivenu on page 160. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. Ve'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Keep us safe from harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. 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 Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence our acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. All right, so we learned this Vishamru a few weeks back, and we've been doing it a few times. So I think you know it by now, but if you don't, you'll catch on really quickly, okay? Joey's going to help me out. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. So you know it already, ready? Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti leolam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. If my dancers know it, they can come up and do it. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים שמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Watch Magnolia, she knows. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. All right. It's a good one, right? I like that one. I have like backup dancers and singers tonight. It's amazing. So we begin to look inward and pray as if everything depended on God and act as if everything depended on us. We rise for tefillah on page 164.
Adonai Shephatai Tiftach Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzhak Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanara, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim v'Konei Hakol, v'Zocher Hasei Avot v'Imahot, ומביא גבורה לבני בניהם למען שמו ויפה, מלך עוזר ומשיח ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני מגן והעמיד נסרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני מכל יהכל, אתה לנו נושיע. Morid Hagashem Mezoril Chaim Bechesed Mechaye Hakol Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Belohei Olim Umatir Asorim Umechaye Emunatov Ishnei Afar Michamocha Ba'agilua Umido Melon Melech Mehid Umachaye Uvnatir Yeshua Ne'eman Datala Le'yohakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechaye Hakol.
אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני האל
continue in silent devotion through page 180. You can use the traditional words on the right side of the page, or the explanations on the left side of the page, or the words that are within your heart. When you've completed your prayers, please be seated. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu mechadon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu mechadon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim
tasim leolam.
At this time, we think of those who are in the bed of illness and need our prayers. We also think of those who have no one to pray for them, and we keep them in our heart as well. I invite anyone who has a name or names of those who they're thinking of to rise and say those names at this time. And we rise together in solidarity for all those who are ill and wish them a refuah shlema, a complete healing. Mi sheberach avotenu mikor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mikor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. So does anyone have an anniversary in the month of December? I think there's a couple. All right, come on up if you do. Please rise as the ark opens. Come closer. I'll walk over here. Let me give you. There you go. A little closer. All right, so I have to give a little of the rabbi shtick because it's kind of funny, like, you know. So he asks you, how long have you been married? So we have to hear how long you've been married.
48 years.
And do you agree?
Yes, I agree.
We got to pretend rabbis here, right? Okay. 48 years, that's a long time. Jeremy, do you want to be married 48 years? I'm talking to you. We've only made it 6 so far. All right. How long have you been married?
53 years.
Oh, you got beat. You got beat. Do you agree?
Yes.
All right. And what is the secret to a good marriage?
Love and friendship.
Okay. What's the secret to a good marriage?
Yes, dear.
Okay. What's the secret?
Understanding.
Okay. Understanding. Okay. What's the secret?
Yes, dear is
You
right.
guys agree. Okay. Very good. Okay. Over here, how long have you been married?
57 years.
Oh my gosh, we have winner. Okay, 57. You agree, Rich?
Yes,
Rich agrees. And what's the secret?
this is the secret.
Very nice. Do you have another secret? You can't talk. Okay. That is a good secret. And how long have you been married?
With the newlyweds here, 3 years.
3 years. So you agree with that too, right?
I definitely agree.
Okay. And what's the secret for the 3 years?
I love you. Good.
And what's your secret?
Same thing as his.
Okay. All right. So agreement. Okay. So I like this tradition that we've started here at CNT about anniversary blessings because it reminds us that love is always important. And as we see it every month, even if it's not our anniversary, it reminds us that longevity and wholeness and shalom habayit, peace in the home, it exists. And we see all of you often, which makes me so happy, but when we see you together as a couple, we're reminded of this great love, and we all strive for it. So you honor us by being here, and we're so thankful for you. And I want to give you a special blessing tonight. And then I want you to look at each other and bless each other. All right? So, actually, let's do that first. I want you to bless each other first. I gave you a piece of paper, and you're going to read that to your beloved.
I'm my beloved, and my beloved is mine. God of all generations, we give thanks for the blessings that have graced our marriage, and we reflect upon the day of our union with thankfulness. May this joy be with us always, our way of life, loving and good, as we help each other bear burdens and share joys. Let these be years of health and contentment, of unclouded happiness in the circle of our family and loved ones, of unbroken service, of love and caring of those who are far and those who are near. Amen.
Amen. The path of life is often unpredictable. Yet, years ago, you pledged to one another that you would weather life's challenges together. We cannot promise a life without hardship or pain, but we do know that whatever obstacles you have encountered in this world, they will be more easily managed as you face them together. You stand here as living testament to your love. You have established for them a firm foundation of compassion and ethics that will endure as your legacy. May God continue to watch over you, sheltering you by day and bringing you rest and comfort through the night. We thank Adonai, who in love has allowed us to reach this sacred milestone, whether it be 3, 57, 53, or 48. And may there be another number next year. So I want you to gather together. A little closer. Yeah, just hug. Yivrechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha. Yair Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka.
May God's light shine upon you, and may God be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May you feel God's presence within you always, and may you find peace.
Amen. Tani Hiratzon, may it be God's will. Siman tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, siman tov, siman tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, siman tov,
Siman tov, mazel tov, mazel tov,
siman tov,
Yehelanu, 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 Ulecha Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulecha Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulecha Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulecha Yisrael.
You may be seated. There once was a little girl who loved her grandmother with all her heart. She saw no flaws. She admired her perfectly polished nails, her red lips, and her pantsuits aplenty. Her grandmother showed her the finer things in life. Shopping, sushi, and trips to Florida were all on the list. While it was implied that family and friends were precious, the grandmother taught her granddaughter that heirlooms were to be cherished tightly. On her right hand, she wore her mother's wedding ring, and on the left, she wore hers. At every visit, she would say, "Someday, when I am gone, this one will be for your sister, and this one will be for you." It took many years to understand what it meant, when I am gone. To this little girl, her grandmother would live forever. Until she was 25 years old, she had all 4 biological grandparents. At 21, her grandmother boxed up her special pearls. She told her to cherish them always and pass them down to her own granddaughter one day. On her wedding, at 23, the grandmother gave her granddaughter the wedding band she married her grandfather in and said, "When I am gone, you'll place this ring inside of this band that I'm giving you." The granddaughter never wanted to hear it. When I'm gone would never happen. But at 25 years old, the granddaughter got a call from her father. Her grandmother was very sick. She needed to come immediately to say goodbye. How could this be? And 3 weeks later, when I'm gone, became a reality. Shloshim, the 30 days after death, passed, and a few weeks more, and the young woman began to look down at her hand and wonder if her grandfather would say anything about that ring. She felt like maybe if she wore it, it would fill a tiny void of her grandmother's absence. Just a little bit. Finally, one day, she asked her own father about it. He had no answer. After digging a little bit more, she found out that her grandfather was preparing to sell both of those rings. Heirlooms. He was preparing to sell precious pieces that meant the world to his own wife. It wasn't about the worth, it was about the meaning. It was about the connection and the conversations that had happened over those precious pieces. And it was sneaky. If the granddaughter would have never inquired, it would have been sold without another thought. The granddaughter's husband intervened. In a gentlemanly way, he pulled her grandfather aside and said, "I respect your choice, but my wife desperately wants to keep this in the family. She is your granddaughter, and I know how special this was for your wife and for mine. I will give you everything I have saved to buy our first home if we can keep these rings in the family." The grandfather refused. He said he couldn't take the money from his own grandchildren. He gave the rings to his other son to pawn, and they were sold to strangers. The granddaughter had a hard time looking at her grandfather after that. She knew she had to forgive him because clearly he didn't see the error of his ways, and it did her no good to hold a grudge. but their relationship was forever estranged. Her aunt and uncle, who pawned the ring, made her feel like she was greedy for wanting the ring and never spoke to her again. Her father and stepmom felt awful that it happened, but there wasn't anything they could really do. A huge family rift was created over a shiny rock. Over the want for money, over keeping an heirloom, pride over love, empathy, or compassion, and all the while forgetting who this was all for, the grandmother. What did she want? But why do I even tell this story? Well, this week, when I opened up the Torah to study, it was the story Vayigash, meaning, and he approached. It was a very heavy parsha, where Joseph's brothers see him for the first time since they sold him into slavery. And eventually he reveals that he is their brother. It deals with losing someone and the difficulty of reconciliation after a trying parting of the ways. What really struck me was the goblet. Joseph put his goblet in Benjamin's sack and then accused the brothers of stealing this goblet. When he approaches them about the theft, they obviously have no idea what he's talking about, but the confrontation leads to a family reconciliation where they can put everything behind them and bring not only Benjamin home safely to Jacob, but also his beloved Joseph can be reported alive and well. The goblet, like the ring, was a vehicle to family ties. In both stories, an inanimate object brought people together or tore them apart. In Joseph's story, when the issues were called to the carpet and Joseph revealed himself, a tearful reunion took place and a family was pieced back together. Perhaps the story of the ring is an ongoing saga, and it hasn't met its ending. While the granddaughter was never accused of stealing it, she was accused of materialistically pining towards it, which was also not true. But if the family could see past their own nose, they would see that for the good of the family as a whole, forgiveness and moving on and careful self-evaluation would change their lives. The finger-pointing, bad-mouthing, and eventual ignoring of one another that they have arrived at today is toxic and is a means to no ends. If Joseph's story teaches them anything, it is to let love in, let bygones be bygones, and try to see from the point of view of one another. What can we learn from both of these stories? Well, first, don't sell your brother into slavery. Not all would be as nice as Joseph and forgive you, even in the end. But seriously, forgiving is a big part of this. We can't just wait for Yom Kippur to roll around each year. Having hate in our hearts wears on our souls, wears on our physical selves. The person we are holding a grudge on usually could care less. It isn't hurting them. And for Joseph, he didn't initially forgive. He was human, after all. He suppressed and suppressed. He was a chameleon in his new life with Pharaoh, until he woke up amongst his brothers and felt the love for them. He asked about his father, and then he found forgiveness. But it wasn't simple. Forgiveness never is. Forgiveness alone is one thing. Taking the extra step and achieving reconciliation is truly a success so many strive for and can never achieve because getting beyond another's intentions is just too much to bear. Sometimes we must look inside ourselves and realize it is up to us to be the bigger person. Sometimes that is what it takes to begin healing a broken relationship, a broken heart, a wounded soul. Not an easy task. Tonight marks 5 years to the day of that grandmother's passing. While she is proud of her granddaughters, grandson, and her sons individually and happy to see her beloved has a new companion, I'm sure she wishes she would have put her wants for the ring in writing, and that they could all just gather for a meal, share a hug, and navigate the world as a family again. When I'm gone seemed like it would never come, but it did. It hasn't been the same without her. Shabbat Shalom.
I've got my ticket for the long way round. I bought some soda for the way, and I sure would like some sweet company. And I'm leaving tomorrow, what do you say? When I'm gone, when I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair, you're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk, you're gonna miss me by my talk. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I've got my ticket for the long way round, the one with the prettiest of views. It's got mountains, it's got rivers, it's got sights to give you shivers, but it sure would be prettier with you. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair, you're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. After I wrote When I'm Gone 7 times, I texted Joey and said, you know that cup song? Can you come do it with me? I knew she could. I can't do the cups. I can clap it out, but that's about it. We turn to page 586 and rise for Aleinu. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula leotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu kemishbechot adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam, vanachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'nemar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. Please be seated. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. We think of those who have recently left this world: Arnold Esmond, my great aunt Helen Davidoff, Fred Lewison, Martin Eisenhart, and Eric Wolf. And we mark the Yortzeit of Gertrude Albert, Jenny Aronoff, Sam Blatstein, Rose Bumbaka, Irving Chatznick, Eli Cohen, Benjamin Dvorak, Henrik Eisenberg, Abe Fox, Anne Frank, Thomas Frankel, Joseph R. Genovitz, Louis Gorlick, Louis Gottlieb, Leonard Gray, Florence Gross, Sandy Heyman, Bernard Hutzel,
Fanny Katz, Ann Levine, Vivian Klein Markowitz, Harry Matzkin, Joanne Moriello, Rose Miller, Minna Myers, Irving Naftolin, Adele Nathan, Ira Newman, Jack Paywiski, Sophie Palbum, Dorothy Perlman, Sam Papaser, Lawrence Ratner, Herman Roberg, Beatrice Rogers, Esther Rosen, Arnold Ruttenberg, Lawrence Savage, Jack Martin Schneider, Philip Leo Schwartz, Philip Serling, Florence Sherman, Miriam Shiroff, Jackie Smith, Raymond Spector, Herb Spivak, Panina Ventura, Anna Weinberg, Lorraine Weiner, Audrey Zuckerman, Lillian Zvern. If there are any names that you wish to recall that were not named, please rise and say them at this time. We rise in solidarity for all those who have no one to say Kaddish for them. Page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach leolam l'almei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudisha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata dami ran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael V'imru. Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, Amen. Please be seated. We have a special blessing tonight, but before we do that, we're going to have Kiddush and Motzi. So, we'll have the Solomon family come forward and our anniversary couples to come back up. And if it looks like we might have enough, so if religious school kids want to come up and help us with the motzi, that would be great too. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Please rise. All right, so everyone's confused on what's happening right now, right? Okay. So Alex is going into the Navy, and he's leaving
January 11th.
for basic training, right? And so we wanted to give him a special blessing because this is kind of a big deal, right? And believe it or not, there are actually many blessings, Jewish blessings, for people that are going into the Army and the Navy, and like this is like a rite of passage. It's like a bar mitzvah. So it's like a speedy bar mitzvah is going to happen right now, okay? So I wanted to give you a special blessing. So, oh, I forgot this. Our God and God of our ancestors, we ask that you watch over Alex as he enters the Navy of the United States Armed Forces and takes on the task of serving in harm's way. Provide him with the strength and resolve to stand with the values of peace, freedom, justice, and compassion. We pray that he may complete assigned missions safely. May he emulate our heroes, Deborah and Judah Maccabee of ancient days, as well as those of our own time. May we also ask that you grant your presence to his family and friends who live with the constant sense of concern. So I have something for you. It looks a little used, and that's because it is. You're going to borrow this, okay? And it says, treasure this Torah, study from it, let it protect you, draw strength from it, and bring it home safely, and return it to Cantor Jessica Hutchings. May it travel safely with you, Alex. So I want you to keep it with you. I know you can't have anything with you, but perhaps you'll figure out a way to sneak this in. This is so that whenever you go away, you have something from home, something sacred that you can have that ties you to Judaism, ties you to your family, ties you to your congregation, and ties you to your heart, okay? And you have to bring it back safely. That's your promise to me, okay? Okay. So I want to give you a special blessing and a special song from my heart to yours, okay? Let's take that. We say, Lo yisagoy al goy charev, velo yilmadu od milchama. May it soon be that nations will not lift up sword against nation, nor learn war anymore. And together we say, Amen. May you be blessed as you go on your way. May you be guided in peace. May you be blessed with health and joy. May this be your blessing. Amen. We all say amen. 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 May this be your blessing. Amen. 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 May this be your blessing. Amen. May you be sheltered by the wings of peace. May you be kept in safety and in love. May grace and compassion find your way to every soul. May this be your blessing. Amen. 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 May this be your blessing. Amen.
blessing. Amen. May you be sheltered by the wings of peace. You can give that back, Thank you. All right, so please be seated for just a moment. The service is just about over. Lots of good stuff tonight. We always like Simcha's anniversaries and sending our children to the Navy. So let's see. So I'm going to be away for about 3 weeks, but still come to services. We've got some stuff lined up for you. So we have Lori Frankel and Cheryl Chen and Webb are going to be doing services the next 2 weeks, but they start at 6 p.m. It happens to fall on Christmas and New Year's Day. So we're going to try to get everybody to come a little bit earlier. And then on January 8th, I believe it is, I will be with Rabbi in San Francisco studying a different kind of service for young adults. And so I won't be here for that as also, and I think that's going to be Susie and Maxine. So there'll be great lay leaders here. Please still come for services. And then on January 15th, we're back with a bang. We have Saul K. coming down from San Francisco to help us launch a Shabbat After Dark, which is a young adult service here in the Beit Tefillah, but he's also going to be here for our main service. He is the founder of Jewish Blues, and he's going to be amazing. He was here last year for Teacher Appreciation Shabbat, and I kind of messed up when I scheduled him because I didn't really let him shine enough. Like, he does his own service. He does not need me, and I didn't really give him enough programming. So he's going to be here, and he's going to steal the service from me here, and I want him to. So please come for that. It's a really cool experience, and he's fantastic. So that's January 15th. And looking a little further ahead, on February 12th and 13th, we have Amy Robinson and her group Hallelujah, as well as Rabbi Stephen Einstein, who will be our scholar for the weekend. And we're going to have a little bit of we haven't officially named it yet, but it's either going to be a Shabbatication or retreat to Shabbat. Like, we don't want to call it a Shabbaton, which is what its traditional name would be when you're in Shabbat all weekend. But we have the Shabbaton, so we didn't want to confuse anybody. So it's basically programming all Shabbat with our guests. So it'll be from Shabbat evening through Havdalah. There will be special programming. So look out for that February 12th and 13th. As far as the next couple of weeks, our temple office is going to close at 3 p.m. on December 24th and 31st. And the preschool office will be closed completely on December 24th, 25th, 31st, and January 1st. So we want to thank Ricky for playing. It was beautiful as always. And Joey for helping me with the service, Joey Mann. And my team of religious school leaders who came up to help us with Micha Mocha and Vishamru. That was a great surprise for me tonight. And our pre-B'nai Mitzvah that were helping me with the service as well. I always love to see that. So thank you for coming, Zoe and Jordan. And thank you for being here tonight. Also, we have Isaac on the bima as our helper, and we have our shamus. And our anniversaries, and everybody. Just thanks for being here. So we're going to conclude with Osei Shalom, and then we have an oneg for you. I believe it's in the foyer. Okay, perfect. Osei Shalom, and greet a new friend on your way out. Osei Shalom, Bimromav, Huya Aseh Shalom, Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imeru Amen. Osei Shalom, Bimromav, Huya Aseh Shalom, Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imeru
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.